Hollywood, it's all about the Oscars, and in Israel, organizers of the Geek Awards want to establish a new tradition in giving annual recognitions to the Israeli high-tech industry in 16 different categories. Two of the Israeli high-tech industry's most influential websites, Geek Time and Nextdoor, have worked tirelessly to create the Israeli Geek Awards, which for the first time will allow the very cutthroat high-tech industry an excuse to let their guard down and have a fun night out of getting to know each other with a glass of wine.
First time that we're having this event, it's the Israeli Startup and Venture Capital Award ceremony. Most of them already know each other, it's a small community and everyone, pretty much know each other. But yeah, everyone is working all day and it's a good time to party a little bit. There was a dress code here, it's elegant, sport elegant, it's startups, everyone comes his own way.
Shai Agassi could probably be dubbed the poster child of the Israeli high-tech industry, having already been featured on such lucrative industry lists as Time magazine's Global Influentials, the 100 Most Influential People, as well as Foreign Policy magazine's 100 Most Influential Global Thinkers.
I think we're to a certain degree, we're at a sliding door moment, right? So Israel, in a sense, is taking a natural resource, which is the human brain, the Jewish brain, and repackages it in the form of IP, of innovation, then exports it out in the form of applications, in the form of startups. We have to realize that if you look at the sort of 200,000 people who are in the industry right now, and we're adding about 8,000 people per year, and it's been 25 years, so we got to about 200,000 people in this industry. Half of them are living in an extremely competitive budgetary world, right? So if you're in Google Israel, you're competing with Google India, right? And you're competing with Google China. There's no Google China, but you're competing with the guys in Silicon Valley and the guys in the Silicon Valley, right? They're competing for the same budget. In Israel, we now found another natural resource with natural gas coming into the market, and that changes the currency significantly. And so, whereas before we had four shekels to $1, if we see ourselves in 2 years, 3 years time with 2.5, 3 shekels to $1, Israel as a high-tech hub will not be competitive. And it's very easy to see that those 100,000 jobs migrate elsewhere.
A refreshing face in this male-dominated industry is Michal Michaeli, who created Eva Ventures, which supports startup companies headed by women.
Less than 4% of the money in the VC industry goes to women-owned startups. So you have to have dedicated ones so women would feel, sure enough or at the right place to get to us and ask for the funding. Like every other industry, there's always phases and always times when the industry is booming and everybody's talking about the bubble. But basically this is part of our strength as Israel, at least. Our minds, our intuitive, our initiative, this is our strength. So it's not going to go away anywhere. There probably will be better and worse times. Let's hope, it will even only grow and be stronger.
Ayelet Torem from the law firm Amit Polak, Matalon & Co. served as one of the judges at the Geek Awards.
I'm doing the award for the best investor in Israel. So investors are judged by their return on investment, their ROI, the multiples that they bring to their investors, and several other parameters. But I think what they took into consideration is not only those factors, but also their ability to work with very young entrepreneurs, their ability to support and push forward those entrepreneurs, guide them, provide them with the life lessons that they already have and that the young entrepreneurs lack. So I think all of these considerations were taken into consideration.
והסטארט-אפ הזוכה הוא Waze.
If there was one startup company in Israel that made more headlines than others, it was navigation app Waze, which was bought by Google for almost $1 billion, so it wasn't too much of a surprise to anyone that Waze was the big winner at the 2013 Geek Awards.
It was a bit astonishing for me, but on the other hand, all the things that I wanted to say at the end of the day, I got to say them because I always forgot when I got up on stage exactly what I was going to say, so I got it okay at the end. The ride was 6 years, and to actually see the accomplishment being viewed by the Israeli high-tech community was something that was, very, very impressive, very moving, at least for me.
So the big winners at the annual Geek Awards were kind of predictable if you haven't lived under a rock. Ways to Come 3 awards and Wix won 2 awards. For Jane 1, I'm Ron Jacobson at Port of Jaffa.